Hey, Dan Blackburn here. Welcome to your weekly edition of Monday Motivation. Monday Motivation, your most, you say it with me, powerful day of your week. Welcome to another edition. This week I'm talking to you about struggle. That's right, struggle. The thing that most people resist. The thing that most people are afraid of, the thing that they want the least is struggle, is challenge, is something that is adversity, going to challenge their adversity. This week, I want you to remember that struggle is a necessary part of your journey. Do you hear me? It is a necessary part of your journey. You see, when you are struggling, when you are being challenged along your path towards that dream, towards that goal, towards that thing that you want to make happen, it's in those moments of struggle that you grow the most. You see, when you're in that moment, that ebb of struggle, it's your opportunity to push one more step. One more day, one more reach, one more effort will get you through. So when you feel that pain, step up rather than stepping back. I said step up instead of stepping back, and be like our good friend Steve Jobs. You see, years ago when Steve Jobs was busy building this incredible computer, the computer that he thought would revolutionize the world, he was ready to bring it to market, and then the unknown happened. Yeah, he was blindsided because this thing called Napster and LimeWire and other MP3 audio file downloads, song downloads took place. And you see, his system, his computer, his interface wasn't ready for that. It wasn't ready for that. And he was about to cross the finish line. And what did he do? He stepped up. Do you hear? I said he stepped up. He created this little thing that you maybe have heard of a couple times. It's called iTunes. Yeah, you see, iTunes was created in the face of being blindsided, in the face of the unknown, the unexpected. Steve Jobs saw that as a moment to not only get back into the game, but to leapfrog himself into a completely different level, into a completely different hemisphere, because that's what legends do. Oh, and by the way, once he was done with iTunes, that then led to an iPod, because if you have iTunes and you have all these files, well, where are you going to play them? And how can you make them more portable than anything there was at the time? And then, of course, the iPod led to the iPhone, and then the iPhone led to the iPad, and so on and so on. And in fact, you may be listening to this video on an Apple device right now. Maybe it's that iPhone. I'm recording this on an iPhone. So do you understand? You see, when Steve Jobs was coming to the market, it was that moment of being blindsided. It was that moment of greatest struggle that he was able to experience his greatest reward. And you're no different. You see, whatever it is that you're doing in your life now, it's more money, it's career, it's that job that was promised to you that you haven't heard about yet, and you're waiting to hear, and you're almost there, you're almost at the finish line. You've almost made that team, or you've almost been given the opportunity for the work and the effort that you've put in, and now is your time, or so you think, and then whammo, you get blindsided. How can you use this moment, this blindsided moment, to step up rather than stepping back? How can you use this moment, the struggle, the challenge, that unexpected moment, how can you use it as an opportunity to step up rather than stepping back? This week on this Monday Motivation, I want you to stay passionate, stay hungry, stay focused on what you want, but rather than focusing on the goal, on the dream, on the thing out there that you're almost about to get to, that you can almost touch, that you can taste it, I want you to pay attention to the landscape around you. Pay attention to the gifts that are coming to you in this moment of struggle, through this challenge, through this time of effort. See this as your moment to grow, to not just to get in the game, but to leapfrog yourself into an absolutely different hemisphere. This week, see your surroundings, pay attention to your environment, and look for the cues, look for the tips, look for the gifts that are sitting there on your path the same way Steve Jobs did. Because Steve Jobs stepped up because he is a legend. And you too, my friend, are also a legend. This week, step up rather than stepping back. I'm Dan Blackburn. This is your Monday motivation. Keep dreaming, keep planning, and keep executing your way to a legendary life. Booyah!